Well, guys, my favorite portion of the waiver show, tight ends, because we do this every week where we recommend you should pick up Hunter Henry. We don't even have to do anything this week because we've done it every week. Take a listen. Hunter Henry, 9 targets. He's looked really good with Drake May. He's a focal point of the pass game.
He has 25% target share in Week 7. The 2 games that Drake May has started, 15.2 fantasy points per game. There's clearly a connection there.
Hunter Henry has seemed to be a focal point of this Patriots passing attack as well.
Waiver wire tight ends. We start with Hunter Henry, Jay, 64% available against the Bears. He's been a favorite target of Drake May's. 8 targets.
Comes up every week.
Every week. We're somehow selling you Hunter Henry stock again. It's about the ninth week in a row.
I feel like, exactly. Every
it's
week
the ninth week in a row we've done this. As we always do on Tuesdays, Hunter Henry makes the cut, Jay. Literally every Tuesday, Hunter Henry is on waiver wires.
He's always going to be a fringy tight end 1.
And there he is.
There he is.
The man himself.
Oh.
74 targets.
America has ignored us on Hunter Henry.
It's gotten better. He's 52% available now, but it's still remarkable that he qualifies at this point.
Well, since Drake May took over as a starter, he's the 12th best tight end in fantasy. 12th best. He's a top 12 fantasy tight end.
Yeah, listen, if the aliens ever come to invade and we need to start and stream a tight end to beat them, it's Hunter Henry. He'll always be there,
Especially
and he'll always get the job done.
So again, they have a bye in Week 14, but this week they're playing the Colts, who since Week 7 allow the 8th most fantasy points per game to tight ends. Last week, it wasn't even a great week, right? Last week it wasn't a great week. He 5 for 44, but still got 8 targets. Still finished as a top 15 fantasy tight end last week. Again, the bar is so low, but Hunter Henry is, a touchdown-dependent high-end tight end 2, low-end tight end 1.
And just like Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz is kind of the runner-up in this category here, Matthew.
Talk about him every week, too.
Every single week we talk about Zach Ertz. He's got the Titans. He is also on a bye in Week 14. But the target share has consistently been there in this offense.
20% on the season. That's 8th highest among tight ends. And he's got at least 14 fantasy points in 4 of the past 6. Caught the last-second touchdown last week for my Commanders in their heartbreaking loss to the Cowboys. Just want to bring that up. But Zach Ertz has stayed healthy and remains a big part of this Commanders offense. Again, they are on a bye in Week 14, but Tennessee this week, and then after the bye in Week 14, New Orleans in 15, Philadelphia in 16, all of which are good matchups for tight ends.
How about Noah Gray here, Jay? Unbelievable that we're at this point. But Noah Gray, 2 touchdowns.
The MVS or NWI of tight ends.
66 receiving yards. He's playing the Black Friday game in a great matchup against the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have the same sensation that I do, but whenever Noah Gray catches a touchdown, I just always assume it's Kelsey.
Yeah,
right? It's just the visual
sense
because they kind of look. I mean, they're both tight ends. They're both playing the Chiefs, obviously. But I mean, he has the 2 receiving touchdowns last week, and the Raiders as well. They've just been lit up by tight ends recently. They've allowed 30-plus points to tight ends in 3 of their past 4 games. Only 1 game this season with a route participation above 60%, though, for Noah Gray. So, look, he's a secondary tight end in an offense that has a lot of other weapons now. But, I mean, as far as streamers go, if you're desperate, you can probably do worse than Noah Gray, and you probably have.
If you still play with the defense and you need one, how about the Cowboys against Tommy Cutlets? They're 71% available.
I also,
or the
by the way,
Colts against the Patriots.
Can I just bring up one other thing on Noah Gray real quickly?
Go ahead,
as well?
Matthew.
All I'm just going to say is, again, as you start thinking forward to, the Chiefs have a very, it depends on what happens with the Bills, right? But there's a chance that the Chiefs, which they often done, rest their starters down the stretch, especially if they clinch the number. If the Bills lose to the Niners, right, and the Chiefs win again, there's a chance here in the next couple of weeks that the Chiefs clinch number 1 seed in the AFC, and they're done. And so there's a chance that maybe Kelsey doesn't play in Week 17, 18, or plays limited snaps in 17, is out entirely in 18. And so just, again, Noah Gray, we know that he's somebody that will be productive in this offense. Just, again, trying to think ahead, especially, by the way, if you have Kelsey.
Of course, if you need to pick up one of the players we mentioned today, you probably have to drop someone to make some room. Here's our list of droppable players rostered in over half of leagues right now. Josh Downs, with that injury that is week to week. Austin Eckler in concussion protocol. Dalton Schultz. Raheem Mostert, who has basically lost his role in the Miami offense. Deontay Johnson with the Ravens, who's just not been involved at all. Tyler Lockett. Pat Freiermuth at tight end as well.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.